The Phillies lose the game last night, and I lost $1 million. Now, it happens to be in my life savings. So that's all I had. I had $1 million, and I bet it on the Phillies last night, and they lost. And a lot of people are glad to see that they lost and glad to see I lost $1 million for whatever reason. A lot of people said I mushed them. Let me just say this. They lost the game last night. I lost $1 million. Who cares? Right? I'm coming back tonight and borrowing $1 million and betting on the Phillies. There's no way they lose 2 in a row to that crappy team. But they're going to lose some games, even against a horse crap team like the Chicago White Sox. Like, I find it really interesting that when the Phillies lose a game, panic sets in. It's like, the whole season's lost. They lost to the Chicago White Sox. Okay, I expected them to sweep the White Sox, too. They didn't. They're going to win 2 or 3. Christopher Sanchez wasn't as sharp. Who cares? Even a good pitcher will get beat now and then. Now, he said he was sluggish. Travel, heat, etc. All right, well, he's not allowed to be sluggish? Like, I don't know. Maybe he was sluggish because of the elements. Who knows? I mean, you can't be 100% sharp every time out, as Zach Wheeler proved in his last couple starts. Is he a bad pitcher? No. They're still good pitchers. That wasn't their night, and it happens in baseball. So the issue this week is that they'll lose a couple of games or lose a game here and there. The issue is what the Phillies will do at the deadline. It is the only issue right now that would separate the Phillies from being discussed as a legitimate World Series champion. And I'm going to say it again, and I've said it 1,000 times. If Ray's boy, David Robertson, is the only bullpen they acquire, it will be an abject failure of this front office leadership. It's as simple as that. And I don't want to hear any excuses that, well, these teams are still in the playoffs hunt, and it's tough to pry guys loose from a team still in the playoffs. All right, it's tough. It's tough to make any trade. But if you're savvy enough, you make a trade because your team needs to make a trade. Your team needs to add bullpen pieces. I'm not even worried about adding a hitter anymore. I'm worried mostly about adding a late-inning bullpen guy because right now they do not have enough. Now, can we agree on that? Ray, can we agree on that?
They do not have enough in the bullpen. I agree. Yes.
But is there a but coming?
If they only make an addition in the bullpen, I will remain concerned.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so offensively, they're not good enough in your mind.
No.
I don't necessarily agree with that because you're looking at these guys, you have no idea how they're going to react in the playoffs. Now, we've seen them react before where they didn't hit. Can't we just see them just as easily hit? Like they're not a bad lineup. They've got a couple of weak spots like every other lineup does.
Yeah, I feel good 1 through 3.
You're not going to have 1 to 9 perfect.
Right, but I would love to feel good maybe 1 through 5. And I probably feel a lot better about one of those 4 or 5 hitters, a healthy Bohm and Castellanos, if I have someone more consistent at 4. Like, well, yeah, if they're not the guy I need to be right behind Bryce or right behind Schwarber, like, yeah, okay, I feel a lot better about them.
Well, look at the Phillies. They're a team that's got a pitch to beat you. And they've got a really good head start with that, with their starting rotation. And if they can get 9 outs at the end of a game, they're going to win games, even if they don't hit abundantly. Like, you're not going to be a team maybe that scores 6 runs a game. But if you win 4-2, that's good enough for me. And that's what they're going to have to do, I think, in the playoffs. And to do that, you need 9 outs, the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
And who's getting them?
Well, they need to get a guy. They've got a couple of guys now that can get you some outs. They need another guy that can convince the fans that it's not stress to get those 9 outs. And right now, it's semi-stress. So their biggest need is there semi-stress in the lineup? Maybe a little bit. There's more stress at the end of a game when you project everybody else's bullpen comes in with firepower, and it's really hard to score runs anyway late in the game. The Phillies have to convince me that it's really going to be hard to score runs against them late in the game.
And I understand that. I just think if they go, like, you get to a 7th or an 8th inning, and Turner, Schwarber, Harper go down. Like, it's all right, those guys were the last 3 outs of the last inning, or we end an inning, and it's like, all right, the next 6 outs of this game, the 6 batters that are coming to the plate are Bohm, Cassidy, JT, Kemp, if he's in left field, Kepler, if he's in left field, Stott, and Marsha Rojas. How convinced are you that they're flipping that thing back over to the top of the lineup?
Marsh has convinced me a little bit that he's a decent hitter this year. I worry about the Kemp, Rojas. Well, Rojas won't be. JT is fine right now.
Yeah, he's having a nice go of it right now.
He's been fine right now. So, like, they're 5-6, 4-5-6. It's not bothering me all that much. When you get to the bottom, when you get to the Keplers of the world, and I get it, and Kemp, I can't trust Kemp. But he, Kepler will be in there most of the time, I guess. You just got to bite the bullet with Kepler. Yeah, Marsh and Kepler against right-handers.
They had him against. Did they have him against a right-hander last night? That is a disaster of a right-hander.
Kepler stinks.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. I understand, but you have to have a couple guys in your lineup like Stott and Kepler catch the ball, and maybe 7 other guys can hit, or 6 other guys.
I'm not saying we need Manny Ramirez to be traded for.
Yeah.
But I would just like a bat. I just need something like that. Outfield still gives me angst.
I get it.
Even while they're hitting right now, that outfield's still not hitting.
Right now, I got to focus on them adding another bullpen piece because I am so unnerved by this David Robertson thing. I just can't stand it. And I hate the fact that if they're not going to do anything, and that's the best they can do, I am going to be livid.
And so will I. I told you this. If Robertson's all they do, it's a failure. I just like the fact that they went out and got someone without spending anything prospect-wise.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Oh, you enjoyed the Seth Johnson show last night?
No, I want somebody else other than Robertson, okay?
So do I.
Well, okay. Well, then
we're arguing the same side of this argument, Mike.
But you're a little higher on Robertson than I am. You've been saying that. Robertson. I can't get used. I can't get over the fact that they signed a 40-year-old guy who hadn't pitched. I can't. I don't need that.
By the way, that velocity went up. Went up in AAA.
Oh, it did? What's he throwing now? 92?
92.
Oh, it went up to 92?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's 92? Is 92 going to get anybody out?
100 didn't get anyone out from Seth Johnson last night.
Well, he doesn't know how to pitch. That's why. Robertson has had a pitch, but even if you know how to pitch, you got to be perfect with 92.
Daniel Robertson or David Robertson?
I'm miserable over this David Robertson thing. I probably shouldn't be, but I am. All right. In other stuff, Bryce Harper getting in the face of the commissioner, right? Now, who could have possibly leaked this? Really, I don't understand who could possibly leak it. But you know what? Let's be honest. Doesn't it make Harper look better in the eyes of fans that he stood up and gave the finger to authority? Don't we all want to do that?
Hell yeah.
Don't we all want to tell our boss, get the F out of here? Seriously. Like, it's almost planned that they leaked it. Like, I'm going to leak this because it's going to make Bryce look better. I'll bet you even they went to Bryce saying, can I leak this? He went, yeah, go ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if that went on. Because who would have leaked it if there wasn't permissiveness?
I don't know. He did seem kind of uneasy talking about afterwards.
He put on a show. Because at that point, if you're uneasy about it, it makes you look even better. Because you don't want anybody in the clubhouse. There's supposed to be uniformity in the clubhouse. You don't want anybody leaking. He can't say, yeah, that was great that got out.
So you're saying this is the ultimate pander of all Bryce Harper
I think
panders.
This could be the ultimate pander.
But there is the other side that some people won't like this.
Of course, I get it. But, like, people would be scared to death of Bryce Harper. Why would they leak? Why would somebody voluntarily leak that to Jeff Passan, of all people?
I mean, he's one of the preeminent reporters in all the sport.
I get it. But what player is going to leak it to Jeff Passan? Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. You never guess what happened. Bryce got in the face of the commissioner. What does a player have to gain by that?
Or this got from the clubhouse, the Players Association. The Players Association was like, who's got the cachet to be the one standing in front of everyone right now?
And they leaked it.
Well,
how did they know?
Because a player said something to them.
Okay.
A little whisper down the lane action.
Oh, whisper down the lane. All right. Whatever. It makes them look good. The ultimate panda. 610-632-0975 is how you get in on the text board and on the telephone lines. The Mike Missanelli Show continues. Thanks for watching. I love these outro videos because I can actually talk with my hands and it looks normal here. So subscribe right here and watch some more videos for us. How about it?